Do you know what an FYP is?
Yeah, For You page.
The For You page. Steak, do you have any gray on your beard?
No gray, but I'm just bald as shit.
No, I know. That's why I didn't ask about your head. But you have an actual beard. You didn't. That's not fake, is it?
No gray. It's not fake.
It was like the one time where I was like, dude, I'm going to beat the fuck out of this kid.
If you said transport me to anything in the world right now, I would transport to fucking 10 a.m. in Las Vegas at the Circus Sportsbook on football Sunday.
It's funny. I just can't even stop laughing. Fucking a minute and 6 seconds, dude. Minute and 6 seconds.
Yesterday. Now I'm not.
It's your chain.
Well,
I gave it to you.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
Actually, Steak's chain is a crazy thing to say.
Okay, it's my chain.
That's like saying this is actually Sergio Ramos' jersey.
Can you hear me laughing right now?
Can you hear me not laughing?
Yeah. I just didn't know because I realized I added us to the stage and I took myself on mute and I was like, shit, I didn't want to start talking before the intro video was done. Steak, what's up? It's good to have you back. Can I tell you something? No homo. I missed you.
Oh yeah, I miss everybody here.
You could say you missed me. I feel like
I missed you too, but I also missed the chat. You know, I like getting distracted by the chat.
I know. You got the chat up here. I'm all the way fucking down here.
No.
It's the chat. It's me. I'm down here with Cade Klubnik. Who's the other quarterback you don't like? Oh no, you actually like Cade Klubnik.
I love Cade Klubnik. He hasn't paid me off yet, but I think he might this year.
I'm excited to talk college football. I saw somebody DM'd us. It was the last screenshot of a DM that I sent you and Greg, a very nice guy. I think his name was Zach or something. And he was just like, hey man, just love the content, blah, 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 from a Clemson fan. And I was like, oh, just hearing the word Clemson makes me think of college football. I will say that even though Clemson's kind of like a disappointment and I feel like Dabo's on the way out, I still love the word Clemson. You know,
I'm not prepared to call Clemson a disappointment at all.
Oh, we know, Cade Klubnik. Fucking super fan.
What about Clemson? I guess. What about Clemson is a disappointment? What do you mean by that? I guess is what I'm saying.
They're a team with national championship aspirations. What did they do in the playoff last year?
Oh, you thought they had national championship aspirations last year?
Do they not?
I thought they didn't overperform or underperform expectations last year. I thought they kind of did about what was expected, but
yeah. You're saying that as a sports bettor, and correct? They didn't win the ACC.
No, they played in the ACC championship game, right?
Did they lose to Louisville? No.
Did they lose?
Who won the ACC last year?
Did they lose to SMU?
Did they walk off kick Clemson? They won. Easy puck. Easy puck. By the way, great intro video. They beat SMU.
But they didn't.
Oh, they lost to fucking Texas.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. They lost to Texas. Yeah, you're wrong.
I'm wrong. Hey, 2 hands up, way up. I'm wrong. I'm fucking way off. You know what? I'm with you.
And Hefe, he said Cade Klubnik's going to surprise a lot of people. Unfortunately, I feel like last year was the year to say that. Now I feel like this year his expectations are very, very high.
Yep. We got Yay Lads already bitching. What's up, Yay Lads? Good morning. I see you rolled off. Actually, I think you just wake up on the wrong side of the bed constantly. That's okay, though. Steak, it's Addison Barger, Jay. Dude, that is your guy. Is it not?
I love Addison Barger. I haven't bet home runs in a few days, so I'm excited to jump back in.
Did you bet anything yesterday?
Yeah. I bet a bajillion props and the Red
Sox. MLB.
Red Sox and Nationals.
Did the Red Sox win?
Yes.
Okay, good. And I'm assuming the Nationals didn't.
Nope, they sure didn't. They were up 4-3 in the top of the ninth, and then they gave up 3 runs. Don't ask me anything else about the fucking Nationals. Don't even look at me.
Hold on.
Don't even look at me.
No, okay. Are you done?
That's so fun. Am I done? What? No.
Stop, dude. Stop
being better, doesn't it?
Yeah, you look good.
Okay.
Stop being this way.
I have to ride it out now.
No, you don't, dude. Stop being a stubborn fuck. Imagine me doing what you did right now. I'm 2-5. I see the Nationals suck ass. Oh, I gotta ride it out. I'd be down 9 more fucking units.
Yeah, I know.
Stop.
I don't think I'm gonna.
Do you know you're stubborn?
Yeah, definitely. Of course.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, This is crazy. I'm like sitting here trying to fucking help you, and you're choosing to ignore me.
I'm choosing to ignore you. Yes. Well, let's talk about you.
I think this run that I'm on right now is historic. And I was talking to who was I talking to in my DMs yesterday? Was it Bart, or as you like to call him, Barty Bart? Was it Barty Bart? He was like, dude, this is unbelievable. As the Yankees Angels game was 0-0 going into the 8th inning. He's like, it's got to end soon, doesn't it? But dude, I feel like I've been on a really, really bad run for like a long time. And I'm not even talking about like just bad luck or bad beats or anything like this. Just like really bad bets, you know?
It's like reached its peak, which means I hope it starts going down for you, because what happened yesterday on top of the week ago when all three of the guys you bet to homered the following day. What happened yesterday with that Trey Turner second pitch home run followed up by the game you laddered going over being 1-0? Like, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what to say. It's incredible. It's like really incredible. Like, I think maybe people think it's less incredible because Trent has been doing this for so long. But if Trent didn't exist, dude, I mean, fuck. This is crazy. The fact that we're in a group chat with the Pickett guys too, and they just can't believe. They cannot believe what's fucking happening.
I can't believe it. And I don't like, okay, I'm going to tell you something. Is Colby Marcheo in here? Colby, great dude, big fan. Are you falling out of the window? Are you falling out of the car?
Yeah, you just worry about Colby. I don't think he's in here. I've never heard him say anything.
No, sometimes he's in, but he watches on Twitter. So Colby has been hitting home runs, and he's been hitting bets. By the way, I think they're like working on an apartment in my building. So if you can hear do you hear that?
I can't hear anything.
Okay. So I saw Colby's video. Do you follow Colby, by the way?
Of course.
Oh, I'm just making sure. Okay. So anyways, Colby posts the videos when the home runs hit, which I think are great. And then he's been posting videos where he runs and he talks about the bet that he's on. I had a bad feeling, Steak. There were two moments when I had really bad feelings about this Yankees Angels game. And it started to make me think, remember when you went on your dog of the day run?
Yeah.
You didn't start figuring out what you wanted to bet until like 5:30. I came up with this play in the morning. I made the video in the afternoon. I had a terrible vibe about it later. Today's the day. DJ turns it around. I'm going to try. Hold on. I want to just tell you something.
Okay. Keep going.
Listen to this, because I know you didn't watch Colby's video. He's a guy who doesn't overthink it and takes good hitters to hit the baseball at a good number. He said Aaron Judge's bases over 1.5 bases was plus 130. What do you think Aaron Judge was to hit a home run last night?
Plus 180.
4-1.
That's weird. I've never seen Aaron Judge 4-1. Wow, what the fuck? He's slumping a little bit, but that's crazy.
Bro, I knew, and again, I'm not shitting on Colby. I'm just talking about the number. When he said Aaron Judge was 4-1 to hit a home run, I thought to myself, I almost dropped my phone. That was the tell-all sign. In all seriousness, chat, when have you seen Aaron Judge 4-1 to hit a home run? Now, I live in New York.
Can't remember the last time, seriously. I'm going to find a text between me and you yesterday.
I live in New York, and let me tell you another thing. The weather was getting worse and worse and worse as the day goes on. By the way, the weather here is another conversation. This shit is this is depressing. I'm not a big depressed guy, but this is fucking miserable, depressing weather. Anyways.
So there was another guy you were supposed to ladder yesterday. And this is our text conversation. D-Gen, who's your Thunder guy tonight? Me, J-Dub. Cool, might take threes. He got his swagger back. Can't recommend that, though. He goes to the hoop. Okay, fine. Good with that. Honestly, fuck threes. I'm out. J-Dub, 40 ball. It's just, I guess you got to lean into it. But one day you're going to be.
No. No, see that is what I want to make sure I'm making perfectly clear. Like, lean into it as in I'm not going to shy away from it.
Yeah.
Like what I'm betting is awful. But I'm not leaning into it as like, ooh, I'm going to run with this thing and I'm going to make it my I don't like this. Would you like this?
No, but do you think we should try this for a while?
Yeah.
Like literally today, you should bet 3 things that you literally don't think are going to happen. I just want to see how it goes.
Dude, you know what's crazy though? Here's like the one thing that this is what sucks. Like over the weekend, I laddered the Nationals Marlins game over. They had 20 runs.
Yeah, that was great.
I had some really, really good bets over the weekend. I also had some really, really bad bets. For some reason, I fell in love with Byron Buxton against Hunter Brown, and I saw fucking Alex Caruso's tweet. What is this line? Hunter Brown over 7.5 Ks. I think he had like 15. I'm exaggerating, but he had like 5 through the first 6 batters. I have some good reads. I'm making the worst possible bets. Like that has to change. So yeah, maybe you're right. Or maybe I bet the things that I kind of liked, like, okay, I'll give you an example. It started with me liking Sandy to pitch well yesterday. And I said, I like the first 5 under in the Marlins, Phillies game.
Yeah.
That hit. And
Yeah.
instead, I say, oh, you know what? I'm going to take it a step further. Sandy Alcantara is going to go out there and he's just going to mow these motherfuckers down from the start. So I took 3 up, 3 down for half a unit, and it loses on the second pitch. I got to stop being stupid.
Yeah, because we don't like Sandy. That's the other thing to remember is we don't even like him this year. We've had that conversation a bunch of times. But so today, I think you can't back any guys that you've been backing all year, like Seaman or Brian Reynolds. We were going to go with new guys, and we're going to go like whatever your brain tells you first thing, we're going to bet the opposite. We're just going to test how it goes because I'm not doing good either. I want to be clear. I'm not just roasting you like I'm sitting here rolling in money. It's just your losses have been so funny.
Yeah. And for what it's worth, this is not a roast. You are just calling it like it is. And that's more than fair. Stop getting cute. Yeah, I think 17 people in the chat just said stop getting cute. You're right. I have an idea. By the way, thanks to Bo9 McD gave out a sub bank. Appreciate you. And Odeze, thanks for the sub yesterday. Appreciate you guys. Somebody asked what our sub count was. We're at like 300. I think that's pretty good for a channel with 300 followers. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So you are not allowed to bet Mick, Abel, Nerfies. Okay, yeah, lads. How about this? How about I make 3 wagers?
Yeah.
And I just try to go 2 and 1.
Sounds wonderful.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Well,
by the way, I
totally get to the board. Hockey's tonight, right?
Hockey is tonight.
So
Yep.
do you mean 3 MLB wagers plus a hockey wager?
I don't really have anything in hockey that I like. I like the Panthers, but
Okay.
I think I've done a pretty good job of staying out of this series. I would be down money, I think. I like the Panthers to win game 1. They won game 2. So my Mona Lisa would have been opposite. It would have been Panthers, Oilers, Panthers, and it ended up being Oilers, Panthers, Oilers, if that makes sense.
Yes.
I did see there was a great bet. I think Fruity made it, if I'm not mistaken. It was like after 4 games, the series to be 2-2. That was a really, really good cheeky bet. I love cheeky bets. Like, that's the problem. You're right. You can't get cute and make these wagers when you're really, really cold. So this is very stupid of me. I want to try to lead by example a little bit. Like, don't ever do as I say, not as I do. But this is not the right way to gamble. Okay. I just want to make that perfectly clear. But speaking of, we'll talk about hockey in a second. Steak, yesterday, game 5 of the NBA Finals. Great job on your J-Dub call, by the way. 40 ball. It was never a sweat. Unfortunately, I stayed off TJ McConnell in game 4. He stayed under. I did not go back to him in game 5. So that's just, that's just the decisions I've been made in a nutshell right there. He had a legacy game, but the Pacers did not cover. They lost by 11. Shout out MJ. I thought he had a great looking ladder with that Thunder team total. They came to a screeching halt in the second half. I'm just curious. I didn't watch a ton of the game because I was flipping back and forth between the Rays. It was unbelievable what the Rays were doing against Zach Eflin yesterday. We'll talk about that a little bit later. W Rays Glaze, by the way, go to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. We recorded a Rays Glaze. It's been a month. Here's the YouTube for anybody in Twitch, the DGen Weekly. Go subscribe and take a look at that video whenever you get a chance. Steak, I'm curious if you have any takeaways with the Thunder Pacers. I know you've got the Pacers to win the series. I have to imagine you don't feel like that's totally dead, but you probably don't feel like it's great.
It's dead. It was dead after the Pacers did what they did in game 4. The only reason I'm bringing up game 4 is I don't recall discussing it together. And game 4, the Pacers blew it. And then they came out in game 5 like a team that knew they blew their opportunity to win the NBA Finals in game 4, if that makes sense. Like yesterday, the Pacers looked like a team who fucking were still wearing the stench of what happened in game 4, because they absolutely should have won game 4 and they should have been up 3-1. And I think no matter what happened in this series, the Thunder were always winning game 5. So it being fucking 3-2 Pacers sounds a lot better than it being 3-2 Thunder. This series is over. I don't think the Pacers have any chance, especially since it does appear Tyrese Halliburton's hurt. I'm not trying to make excuses, by the way. I just genuinely think he's hurt. But if you have a game where he has 4 points and 0 for 4 from 3, and J-Dub has 40, I think you know what the outcome's going to be. There's not a lot to say about last night. It was never super interesting. This was one of the ones where even though the Pacers were down like 12 all game, you never thought the Pacers had a chance. There was zero magic in the Pacers yesterday, and that's probably because Tyrese Halliburton was playing so bad and J-Dub was playing so well. But this series is over.
Yeah. Well said. I think I was watching the beginning of the game and I tweeted that it was a very, very good first 4 minutes of basketball, but you're right. Like the Thunder were the better team. Then as soon as it went to commercial break and came back after I tweeted that, it started to get real ugly and the scoring slowed down. Shocker. It's unfortunate. Would you say, let's assume you think the Thunder are going to win game 6?
I'm not fully prepared to say that, but I think that makes perfect sense. They would. I'd like to hear a little bit more about what's up with Tyrese Halliburton.
I think they could find some magic for game 6. Yeah. Are you interested, just an early look, are you interested in potentially buying the bad news if he was to be out?
Because TJ McConnell's been playing so well? Sure.
Give
us the play crutch bets. I'll take whatever college baseball play you put in this chat right here.
Yeah. When Jay Will allowed to get both feet in the paint, he is one of the best finishes at the rim. Yep. Prime is saying Sixers at 7.
He looked scared as shit in the playoffs, and he's comfortable now, and I'm ready to give him his fucking flowers. He's really good. Really good.
Yeah, he is. I thought Miles Turner looked better last night. For whatever reason. I mean, I guess maybe he really was sick in the 2 games in Indiana, but I did not think he looked like himself in the way he played in the first 2 games in that first half, which I watched most of. I didn't watch the second half, but I thought Miles Turner looked pretty good. I was shocked to see, I put it back on when I saw TJ McConnell tweets on Twitter and I saw that they got back within like 7. That's enough. And I'm not trying to be like the moral victory guy, Steak, but like, dude, the way the Thunder were handling that game and controlling that game from the start, don't you got to give the Pacers a little bit of credit? No, none.
That doesn't mean cutting the lead to 7 means nothing to me.
Okay.
Cutting it to 2 means, none of that means there's
they cut it to 2?
I thought they cut it to 4. I did not know they cut it to 2.
I don't remember it being 2, but I mean, then again, I thought it was 7. So
Chat's usually right, though.
What's that?
Chat's usually right.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Participation trophy type beat. No. I'm just saying, man, I don't think a lot of teams still with their star player having such a poor night that they're willing to fight back on the road in a place like Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City looks like just an unbelievable atmosphere. 6 was closest, I think. Yeah. We're all over the place today, guys. Thank you. Thankfully we're not
I need an answer now.
Prime says 2.
Yeah.
Wow. Good thing we're not a reputable news source because this would be
I'll give you the exact score now that we're talking about it.
It's one of those weird ones where it felt worse than it was. Right. Yeah. It was 2. Holy shit. Okay. Impressive. 2. Okay. Well, game 6 is going to be on Thursday, I believe. I got a car rented and I'm driving to Toronto tomorrow. I'm going to be on the road. I'm going to leave early. So there's no stream tomorrow, unfortunately. No BK, no golf talk. We're probably going to do happy hour tomorrow, though. So I think Pickett happy hour tomorrow on the Pickett YouTube channel. So that's when we'll talk game 6. We'll talk MLB, obviously, and we'll see what's up with the Cats game. And we'll try to talk some golf as well. Maybe I'll see if BK wants to join us for happy hour.
I'm just being honest, man. I don't remember it being 2, and I don't see it being 2 at all. Oh, 85, 83. Is that what you guys are talking about?
Well, I mean, that's fucking 2, Steak.
I thought they were talking about the end of the game. I'm looking now.
No.
I don't see it anywhere, dude. I do not see the score being 2.
You just said it was 85, 83.
No, someone in the chat said that. I don't see 85, 83. I see 84, 92.
94, 92.
86, 92. 94. Nope, it was never 94, 92. The closest lead was 4 points, 94, 90. Then the Thunder went up 95, 90. Then they went up 95, 93. There it is. Boom.
There it is. There it is. They're right. Drew Sausalito. I was ready to shit all over the chat if they were going to be wrong about that.
I thought I fucking got him, but then I little fucking.
Oh, I was going to lay. I was like, you motherfuckers.
I really thought it was 4, dude.
Hey, can I ask you something about golf? Okay, so I had a tweet, Tiger tweet, blow up this past weekend, and I've been getting some shit from it. I got shit from it from fucking Krabs yesterday, chirping me on Behind the Lines, and then I got shit from it from BK too. But BK is just salty because we have a competition of who's getting more followers. Ever since I told him that my wife thinks he's funny and that he had more followers than me, so he's trying to catch up. I posted this tweet when the fucking play was suspended. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to show you the tweet. And I just want to see what the chat says and what you guys say.
The commentators say, like, oh, does he have a chance to make this a good putt? Is it a good putt? Is it a good putt?
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm fucking jacked up.
So I say I'm jacked up because I was literally jacked up. I just got home from the bar. I was watching the Rays sweep the Mets. I was watching golf. They get suspended. They put Tiger on. And it wasn't like a highlight YouTube video of Tiger. It was Tiger in the U.S. Open in 2007. The criticism on this tweet and this take is from Krabs and BK. Oh, shocker. Tiger Woods is the best golfer of all time. Like we didn't already know that already. Hold on, please. Just because Tiger Woods was the best fucking golfer when we were kids doesn't mean I vividly remember what it was like to watch him play golf. Same thing with Michael Jordan. I watched Michael Jordan play basketball. I watched the Sonics and the Bulls championship. I remember watching fucking, I don't even know who another example is. But anyways, I don't vividly remember what it was like to watch Tiger. So that was cool. I just started watching golf like 7 years ago. This was 17 years ago. I don't think there's any beef with this tweet. Personally, I thought it was a pretty good tweet. It was fun. It was great. Golf wasn't that popular when Tiger Woods was the man. He got golf popular. So no, I don't think there's anything wrong with posting what it was like to relive watching Tiger Woods. Pele was the best soccer player of all time. You guys remember what Pele was like? Huh? Muhammad Ali's the best boxer of all time. You guys remember what it was like when Muhammad Ali was boxing? No. Do you agree? Are you on my side or you're on their side?
I'll tell you how I feel, but I have a question first. How old is Krabs and how old is BK?
That's what I fucking said.
No, let me make my point. How old are they?
Okay, so my guess
was
27. So they were 10 years old when this happened.
10 years old when that happened, and that was towards the end of Tiger's prime. Tiger's prime was like 99 to 03 with another little peak like 05 to 07. I don't know. I'm making it up. I remember watching Tiger Woods golf. I'll be honest with you. But are we old or are we too young? Because Tiger Woods, when did Krabs watch Tiger Woods if he's 26 years old?
10 years old.
Out the fucking womb? Did fucking Krabs' mom give birth to him while they were watching the Masters in 1999? Or did he get really into it when he was 3 years old in 2002 or when he was 6 years old in 2005? I'm assuming BK is not much older, right?
No.
Okay. Their takes are bad.
Okay.
They are. I'm sorry. Specifically BK, because like, bro, we get it. You love golf. You love golf. You didn't watch Tiger Woods that much. Unless you're older than I think you are. You didn't watch Tiger Woods that much. You might have saw him when he was older and won that last Masters, which was fucking amazing, but that was not Tiger Woods in his prime. That was an anomaly. I remember a little bit of Tiger Woods. I remember a little bit of Michael Jordan. I really remember the crossover, push off, Brian Russell. Like when I was a kid, that was peak for me. I was really into Michael Jordan, but we were children and we're the old ones. Everyone calls us unks. There's no fucking way Krabs can say he remembers sitting in his TV watching fucking prime Tiger Woods. There's not. He's seen a bunch of videos like you just posted. That's
Thank you.
truth. Yes,
Thank
you're welcome.
you. Yes, I know Tiger Woods is the best. I've seen the documentary. The documentary was so good I watched it twice. Like, I know he's the best. I know he's amazing. There was something different about watching the round Tiger was playing at the US Open, like on a Sunday. No highlights, no documentary, no commentary like that. It was actual golf. And it took me back. And I always say this, like my grandpa, they lived in a condo in New Smyrna Beach. And I would go there. As soon as I got there, I'd fucking eat a plate of food. I'd go right to the beach. My grandpa would sit on the recliner all day and watch golf all day. He never spent any fucking time with them. He's great guy, but he wouldn't move. But we'd go to the beach. Grandpa would sit in the recliner. And I never understood. I'm like, how the fuck can you watch golf all day? When I'm on my couch yesterday or Sunday when play suspended and I see this is what Tiger Woods is like every hole, even when he's 3 back, like it was just an amazing feeling. So
I think someone in the chat said something that's interesting. I can perfectly sum up how old I am by saying that what Boston Sports Dork said was correct. The dynasty or the person I know I've seen every bit of in their prime was Tom Brady. I experienced every bit of Tom Brady. I was old enough when he fucking replaced Drew Brees. I've seen every fucking Super Bowl. I know I'm that age. And it's still crazy to me because I know for a fact Krabs has to be 10 years younger than me.
Yes.
I don't remember Tiger Woods that well at all. Like I said, I remember watching some Tiger Woods. I knew he was the best. I remember that last Masters where he's 25-1. I think that was like 2000. I don't know. I'm not even going to guess. But 15, the point is, 16? Tiger's prime was like 18? 99 to 07.
19.
2019.
I completely agree. Yes. If I were posting a video of like Tom Brady carving up, the Dolphins or something, it's like, DJ, what are you talking about? You watched Tom Brady like not that long ago, like 10 years ago. He was the fucking man. Not to mention football was like my number one sport. You watch every football Sunday. I just never watched Tiger Woods. And again, I remind people, golf was not that popular,
Yeah. I think what's going to get to me is that Tom Brady's stats aren't going to stack up as time goes on, and I won't be able to explain to people younger to me. Tom Brady was the boogeyman. Every game Tom Brady played, you thought you couldn't beat him. You thought no one could beat him. You thought they were going to win every single Super Bowl. You absolutely thought Tom Brady was unbeatable. And as time passes, there's going to be a new guy. It's already Pat Mahomes. There'll be a guy after Pat Mahomes. Different games. Stats are going to be higher, and they're going to tell you Tom Brady wasn't the GOAT. But I got fucking news for you. Tom Brady's the GOAT.
Yeah, Tom Brady absolutely is the GOAT. And I will say this, bad take. I was a Belichick over Brady guy. I went during that run when they were starting to split. Were you?
No. Not sure? I wasn't. Yeah, I'm positive, dude. I'm positive. I hated Tom Brady during Pee Wee's playing. I'm not a guy who likes dynasties or front runners. Like, I hated Tom Brady, but now that it's over, I gotta fucking show respect. I hated LeBron James. I hated LeBron James in the Miami Heat.
Steak, but hold on. You understand who you're talking to about hating Tom Brady, right?
Yeah, I know who you were mad that the Bucs signed him. By then, I was already over that. I was very excited he was coming to Tampa. It was so fun.
So if Tom Brady went to the Vikings, you immediately would have been like a Tom Brady fan.
Brett Favre went to the Vikings, and I enjoyed that year. It's not exactly the same, but it's similar, and actually worse for me in some ways because he tortured us for fucking 14 seasons as the Packers quarterback, and at least Tom Brady wasn't your division rival.
Yeah, it's a really good point. That's a very good point. By the way, on that Brett Favre topic, did you watch his documentary?
Yeah.
I just watched it. I know I'm very late to the party. I don't think I fully comprehended how much of a scumbag he was.
He's an absolute fucking scumbag. He's a scumbag with a statue.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
But you guys are Bucs fan. No, I'm a Bucs fan. Steak is a Vikings fan. How can you hate Tom Brady going to your team? Steak just said it. He was the boogeyman. I hated Tom Brady. I hated dynasties. I avidly rooted against the Patriots, just like I always rooted against the Yankees, always rooted against the Cowboys, always rooted against the Lakers. I always hated teams that just constantly won. And Tom Brady just won every single year. Obviously, I respected it to a certain extent. But when I've watched the Patriots, even if they weren't playing the Bucks, but I'm at the bar on Sunday, I want the Patriots to lose. And then all of a sudden I have to flip a switch and I go from hating Tom Brady for 16 years to being like, oh, I got to root for Tom Brady. You know?
Yeah.
I still hate the Patriots because
Sorry, I'm getting a corp call, but I'm just going
to. Yeah, you're fine. You need to mute?
No.
I would hate Aaron Rodgers coming my team if I was a Steelers fan. Dude, I totally agree. I would not want Aaron Rodgers personally. And I also, when the Bucks, do you remember there were rumors that Russell Wilson was going to go to Tampa? I was like, no. Anyways, that's a little bit of a recap I wanted to talk about on that Tiger take. I was just curious to see where you stood. I mean, look, obviously judging by the amount of people commenting and retweeting it, like they love to relive the Tiger stuff, but I understood to a certain extent what BK and Krabs were saying. Like, what are we shocked that Tiger Woods is really good at golf? No. It was just an appreciation of like, damn, it would have been so cool. Like how we're vividly remembering Scotty Scheffler. He's so fucking bland and boring. If that was Tiger Woods, because Tiger Woods is
the only way people 25 and under are going to get to experience Tiger Woods is through people like you posting clips like that.
Yeah, you're welcome, everybody. I'm out here doing you favors. Speaking of one more Twitter thing about John Gruden following the degenerate.
Dude, it's so fucking
go. Now he does follow 4,400 people, so it's nothing special.
I think it's pretty special.
I think it's very. I woke up when I opened Twitter's first thing I fucking do. I literally don't even breathe. I open up Twitter. It's a sickness. I'm not proud of it. And I see John Gruden followed you, and I was like, no.
Isn't it even cooler that John Gruden is not a Twitter douche? She's like, oh, I can't follow too many people because I'm fucking cool. Yeah,
dude. People are like that by the way.
I know. That's why I said that.
People are. I remember one guy. I get people that ask me to follow them. I don't know if you get that too. It's like a little strange, but at the same time, like I don't care that much. So like sometimes I'll just do it. Like fine, I guess. I don't know that I've ever asked anybody to follow me. Have you asked anyone to follow you?
Asked anyone to follow me? No.
Okay. Yeah.
But if someone asks for a follow, I don't care. Just follow.
Yeah. So you're proud that a racist follows you? Wow, that's sad, DGen. I don't know what the fuck Lads is talking about.
I don't know. You want to time him out? You time out Prime for way less.
So you're saying I have to stay consistent?
You
should see Yay Lads in the BTL streams, by the way.
Just hates us.
Oh, he fucking hates us. But he loves being here. I didn't even time him out.
Yeah. I'm saying like Prime breathes and you time him out.
Oh my God, J Prue and Snidesy. He got timed out by 2 mods.
Yeah, okay, good. Let's take a break. I'm saying this, and honestly, I give like 0 fucks. I'm ready for a Yay Labs break.
It's just constant hate. You can chirp.
It's constant, dude. It's
got to be a little bit of a bounce.
It's not even good. They're not good chirps. Let's just call it what it is.
No. Oh, now you got Prime Bets fired up. Yeah. So I was actually thinking to myself, do you have like a power ranking of people at Barstool right now? Because I just got into it with that unbiased Ev guy. Did you see his fucking rage bait take of I would rather take Desmond Bain over Paulo and Franz?
Yes. I don't know that guy that well though.
I don't either. And I can't even like criticize him. Seems like a nice guy. Maybe I've heard him like a handful of times. I have no idea if he knows ball or not. That was a terrible take. But I started to think about it, and I don't know. Without the big 3 at Barstool, PFT, Dave, Big Cat, who are like your top guys or girls?
Oh,
it's hard, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who you want me to say. I'm not like that big of a Barstool guy.
I'm not either anymore, by the way. I've outgrown
part of my take. I feel like they're trying to like concoct a group of like weirdos. I don't hate. You're gonna not like this one, but I don't hate Brandon Walker.
I don't hate Brandon Walker. He's good for like old guys like us too. I think.
If Max counts, does Max count?
Yes, love Max.
Does Roan count?
Roan counts. Love Roan.
I like Roan.
Francis. I like Francis. Do you like Francis?
Yeah, he's fine.
KFC. I don't really even know what KFC does anymore.
I don't know much about KFC or not enough. Oh, Jersey Jerry.
Yeah, Caleb isn't with Barcelona anymore, I don't think. I think that's probably what it is. Max, Jersey Jerry, Roan, Francis, and who was the other guy that you said? Brandon Walker.
Yeah, don't hate them.
I think that's a pretty good one. The new intern is funny. I don't even know. I don't think I know who that is.
Zach? Or the one on Part of My Take, he's fucking hilarious.
The new intern?
The guy that Alex Caruso called out about his McDonald's order. You never seen this?
No.
Oh, it's so funny, dude. I'm
No.
not even gonna try to explain it. I'm just gonna send it to you. It's very funny.
Yeah, I like Portnoy, but I know it's a pretty contentious topic right now, so we probably shouldn't really get into it. B. Walker's the worst one. Wow, Peter coming in hot. W. Peter, by the way, I saw you commented on the Rays Glaze. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, Gruden's got to be up there, too. Hey, DJ, question for you. Will you be wearing the wrist brace in Toronto on Thursday? I think that I'm not necessarily going to wear the wrist brace, like coming in hot, but will it be in my back left pocket? Probably. I mean, I'm going to be on my phone quite a bit. So, Johnny and Avery are throwing out the first pitch at the Blue Jays game on Thursday. Going to be going up there. Steak, you can't make it. You're going to a wedding.
Yeah.
Correct? What is your, tell me about your wedding plans and where are you going?
I'm going to New Orleans, and it is a very good friend of my wife's. So it's not like a wedding with my friends, if that makes sense. I actually don't know that I know anyone.
Okay, so I've been to weddings like this. I just went to one recently, last year, and it was very funny because I went golfing with the guy and all his groomsmen. I was not in the wedding, but he follows the Degenerate Twitter account.
Oh, that's great.
And he was like scrambling. You know, he's got so many people there, obviously, and it's like a high and buy thing. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? Blah, blah, blah. Hey, dude, I'm going to put you with these guys over here. So I golf with like 4 guys I'd never heard of. And he introduced me. This was like kind of a douchey thing, not by his part, but it was just accidental. He introduced me to this group of guys as the Degenerate. And they had no idea what that was.
That's
and
great.
So right off the fucking rip, I had to explain, oh God. Yeah, got like a sports betting content. And like they weren't big sports bettors. I was like, this just set the weirdest tone.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
That meme where the guy's standing in the corner and they're like, they probably don't even know I'm the Degenerate. And the manager was like, yes, we do. You haven't shut up about it.
He was like frantic. Obviously, again, you're talking to a million people, blah, blah, blah. Put me up with someone, greeted me very nicely. But the introduction, so right off that bat, I have to tell these guys I'm a fucking, I got like a fucking gambling account on Twitter. I don't even know if these guys had Twitter, actually, now that I think about it. It's so funny how many people don't have Twitter. I'm like, how the fuck do you guys live without Twitter? But anyways, you're going into it not knowing anybody. That's a good thing and a bad thing. Let me tell you why.
Yeah.
First of all, are you looking forward to it? Or is your wife in the room, by the way, or do you have to?
She's not in the room, and even if she was, she wouldn't care. I am looking forward to the trip. Am I really looking forward to going to a wedding where I don't know anyone? I can't say that that's honestly my like personality. Like I'm not like that kind of friendly. I feel like you are. But yes, I'm very excited about going to New Orleans and fucking going to a nice wedding and fucking we have an off day Friday. I'm going to get absolutely tanked.
Justin Fields says, Dejan, when will you get serious and have a winning day? You're focused on everything but the board. Justin Fields, I know, I understand. It's probably Yay Lads burner.
That is 100% Yay Lads burner.
I did have 2 winning days last week. That's better than 0 the week before. So hopefully this week we can make it 3 or 4. I'm very focused, and I will get focused in a second. I don't think I'm like, just because I'm a chatty guy, I don't love going to weddings where I don't know anybody, but I actually have a spin for you. Spin doctors. As I get older, and I don't really care to bullshit with people quite as much as I used to in life, I actually almost enjoy going to weddings where you don't know anybody. I don't know that I enjoy going to weddings at all anymore, but you kind of have an excuse to just hang out. Yeah.
I'll give you another example of a wedding I went to. Similar, but it was one of my wife's childhood friends. So like she knew her whole life, and it was in my wife's hometown. So I want to know your take on this, because I thought it was kind of brutal. I met like 100 people she's known since she was like 10.
That's a lot.
That's brutal, right?
Overwhelming. Yeah.
It was overwhelming as fuck. And you just know, like, they've heard about you. They've seen you on Instagram. They just fucking, so it's their first time meeting you. And it was like, woof, that was brutal. This one, no one knows me. And it's going to be actually kind of awesome because you're right. I can literally do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can kind of hang out. You don't have to try to impress. Like I think when I was younger, maybe it's like, oh, you're going into this wedding, you're going to meet people for the first time. You try to like impress them a little bit, and be nice and have some conversation topics ready. But what I realized later in life, you don't really need to put in that much effort. Like it'll just let it just come to you.
Yeah.
Somebody
In this
wants to
situation, I really don't need to put in much effort. Like, there's a good chance I don't see 98% of these people.
Yeah. Well, also we're just at that age too, and you're not out there to necessarily make that many impressions. But I think that it's kind of a nice thing that you don't have to put your foot on the gas much. You can just kind of hang out, coast, let the wedding come to you. Are you in that stage of your life where if you like 10 years ago for me, when a wedding would come up on our calendar, I'd be fired up. I'd be like, fuck yeah, it's a party. Let's go. I'm so out of weddings. You're there.
Yeah, I'm not marking the calendar for it. No, not at all.
Yeah.
Also, the last thing, because I really don't think anybody from this wedding is going to be listening, so I feel like I'd say it. They're aggressively rich. They like rented out the art museum in New Orleans, and they fucking like bought out a entire wing of the Virgin Hotel for the wedding. So it's like it's going to be intense, I think.
That's great. Well, that'll be cool. I will say though, sometimes when you go to weddings that are not rich people, the crowd is much more fun. Like rich weddings are great because it's like, damn, look how nice everything is. I went to a wedding where I think they spent $100,000 on flowers, and it's beautiful, but your hit rate on like the wacky uncles is much lower. Like I'd rather go to a wedding in like fucking Sanford, and your hit rate's going to be higher of like some fucking characters. You know what I mean? Why are you laughing?
Sanford is funny drop, and 100K on flowers is insane. No thank you.
Yeah. Well, that's not where you're going to drop 100K on flowers, but yeah, I'm to the point now where, I mean, I've been saying no to more weddings than I say yes to, because I really have to factor everything in. The travel too is another thing. At least you're going to a city that's fun, right? You're going to New Orleans.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
New Orleans is a very good time. We went there on a friend's bachelor party. I think we had a lot of fun. That guy's wedding though really pissed me off.
Yeah.
Because we were in the wedding. This is what's annoying, and I hope I don't offend anybody by saying this, but when you have to be in a wedding, it's a lot. You got to you're likely going to the bachelor party, which it's a good time, but bro, it's a lot of money. You got to pay for the travel. You got to pay for the stay. You got to pay for the fucking drinks, the food. It's a lot of money. Then on top of that, in a few weeks or a month, whatever, you got to go to the wedding. You got to travel again. You got to fucking give him a wedding gift, which is so fucking ridiculous. This motherfucker for our friend's wedding, he says I need to get custom Italian pants because I'm in the wedding. Do you remember this?
Of course.
I threw such a fucking fit. So I'm like, Rob, what do you mean? Are you need great? We're gray pants. We're white shirts. We're blue vests. I got everything. He said, no, you have to get these pants. They were like $300 fucking pants, bro. And you had to get fitted.
I think what's so funny about it is people don't know anything about Rob, so they're probably picturing you had like this bougie friend, but he wasn't a bougie friend at all. He drank Monster energy drinks fucking 4 times a day, and he fucking would just throw down Taco Bell, and his name was Rob. So when Rob, who drinks Monster energy drinks and eats Taco Bell all day, tells you to get $400 Italian pants, you kind of look at him like,
yeah, what are we doing here? I have one more thing to tell you about that story. I don't know if I ever told you this, and maybe I'll get judged for it. Maybe I won't. That's fine. Rob calls me as I'm driving to the wedding to meet, because all the groomsmen, remember, we all hung out the day of, and like that's fine with me. You hang out. I dread the pictures and shit, but like you hang out, you're bullshit, and everybody's getting dressed. You're having drinks. Fun little hour, good time.
Yeah.
Rob calls me and he says, "Hey, can you get a bottle of, I think it was Whistle Pig?"
Yeah.
It was $100 bottle of.
Yeah. Do you know that he was asking you to get the second bottle of Whistle Pig? Because I already brought a bottle of Whistle Pig to that party.
Nope. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I went to a liquor store on my way. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. But it's your wedding day. What am I going to say no? I didn't know anything about Whistle Pig at the time. So I go to this liquor store. They didn't have it. They go, oh, you got to go to like Total Wine, or, like a real one, not some fucking shithole one off of State Road 441. Anyways, so I go to the liquor store. They have the bottle. And I remember, I'll never forget, I'm walking up to it and it's in like this glass case. And I go, whoa, what's that? And they go, that's Whistle Pig. That's what your buddy wants. It was like $120. I had a card with $200 cash to give to him. I took $100 out of it to pay for that bottle of whiskey.
I love that. Can I tell one of the funniest things about this that you probably forgot?
Jeez, yeah.
So I got together with my wife around the time of this wedding, but I had broken up with my ex-girlfriend who was really good friends with the bride. So she was at the wedding, and her new romantic interest was the guy announcing the wedding party on the mic. Remember this?
No.
And he said my name wrong on purpose when he was introducing the wedding party. Yeah.
That little bitch.
Yeah, some hater shit.
We've been getting hating on for a long time.
That was crazy. And then like the bride was like, no, he would never do that. That was a complete accident. I'm like, my name's fucking Jake. You think that's hard to remember or say? Nothing fucking special going on here.
It's 4 letters. He said steak friend. Bro has squirrel nuts for that. Grown man hating like that. Yeah, steak is in his head. That's true. You were in his head. What did he say? Pork chop friend?
No, he said Jack.
That motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
That motherfucker. How do you mess up Jake? Yeah, exactly, dude. How do you fuck up Jake? It's like Rob's Pickett calendar is green. It sounds like Rob's Pickett calendar.
Nah. Also divorced.
Oh, yeah. That's the other fucking thing with weddings, dude. All this time, all this commitment, all this energy, you better make it 2.5 years. Seriously. New rule. When you weren't here yesterday, I came up with a few new rules in sports betting. Rule in life. If you don't make it 2.5 years, you refund everybody.
Yeah. I think it would be funny to be like, hey, I put a little bit of money in a bank account, and it's yours in 3 years if you guys are still married.
You think we can start an app for that?
It would be so funny. That would be the best thing ever. Like, you got to make it 3 years in this marriage.
You put in, dude, instead, because there's all these websites now and everything. When you give people money, you can just do it online. You don't have to bring cash and put it in a card. That's old fashioned, which I'm fine with. But I love this. You show people how committed you are. You say you're gonna give us money. Take it to Shark Tank immediately, dude. I'm not even joking. You put it in a bank account and it accrues interest. And
a wedding trust fund. Oh my God, are we cooking, chat?
Bro,
a wedding trust fund. Holy shit.
You get the money after 2.5 years, 3 years. If you don't last 3 years, if you divorce, the money goes back to everybody.
That's so funny, dude. That's so funny.
I love this. I would.
And then we wrote a pool. God, that's fucking hilarious. Okay, so we got an hour to go to the board. I want to tell you one last thing before I've been blabbering, but I spent Father's Day with my father-in-law, and he mentioned that he watches the show. And so I got a little scared. I was trying to think of all the things I've ever said and how, if there was anything I'd be uncomfortable with. So he didn't bring up anything, but he said he watches the show. And so just let you know, my father-in-law watches the show.
Can I tell you that is one of the best things I think I've heard? I'm so happy that now you have someone who's going to be in your fucking head. So you can't be out there being all little fucking burner beeve saying stupid shit that might get us canceled. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Nothing else to say.
Steak is shook now.
I was shook.
Dude, I can only imagine the look on your face. Did you look like you saw a ghost?
No, I was like, oh, I'm sure you liked like 90% of it and 10% of it was bad. And he wasn't very forthcoming with information. He didn't say like, I didn't like when you said this. He just said that he can't believe how much we know. And that's really funny too, because we're fucking stupid idiots. I was like, bro, you should read the chat. Yeah, so maybe he doesn't really watch the show, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe he was just trying to be nice.
Okay, wait. Does he know that a walk is an RBI?
Oh, definitely. He's a sports guy. Big sports guy.
Dude, that is great.
That's
like such a father-in-law thing to say. Like, yeah. Oh, I'm so impressed by how much you know. You could just say one thing that's like, oh, wow, these guys are so smart. They know their shit.
I mean, I guess if you don't know where Benedict Mathurin went to college, it's pretty fucking random if someone does.
That is a very good point. I'm Steak's father-in-law's favorite. Yeah. Quantitative eating does seem like all the guys in this chat seems like the one you'd probably want your daughter to go to prom with. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't want my daughter to go to prom with quantitative eating. I feel like he's in his 40s.
Hold on. Can you just hold on a second? Do you understand what I'm saying, though? They
Yeah,
said this
seems
about
like a
Stephon
very
Diggs.
nice, respectful guy who doesn't lose all his money gambling.
Yeah, when Stephon Diggs, when they went around the fucking Vikings locker room and they were like asking Dalvin Cook, what's the one player you wouldn't want your date?
Yeah.
They were like, oh, I don't want him to go with some. The opposite of that. Like, oh,
yeah, you think quantitative eating is more like a Harrison Smith than a Stephon Diggs, probably.
Sure, but like just a fucking nice, kind of has his shit together guy.
Just want you to know, quantitative, you're 34. I'm 36. Ever since I turned 30, people have been calling me 40. So you have to feel that pain too.
I'm pretty sure ever since I was 31, people have been calling me.
I feel like that shit started happening to you around like age 13.
Dude, I'll tell you kind of a douchey story. I think I was 27 or 28 years old and moved out of an apartment with like one of our first apartments here. And we had roommates and we had everybody over, all my wife's friends and everything. And they're insane. They go out and they stay out till 3, 4 a.m. And that was finally when I started to like go home at 1. And we were about to cheers. And I said, guys, how about we cheers to less late nights and more early mornings? How do you think that was received?
Awful. I can't believe. But that sounds like you, dude.
Awful. Dude, it fell so flat and backfired. And I was like, my wife was so
You should have went right into here's to honor.
Oh, that's my favorite cheers. We won't say it because your father-in-law watches. We'll let him figure it out.
Well, this is going to be bad. This is going to be bad.
Yeah, that's the best cheers though. So I have a question. I don't need to pee, but I do need some water.
Okay.
Can we take a 30?
Yeah, do it.
All right, quick 30 seconds.
No flakes.
I'll be right back. You don't have to turn your camera off. You can remove yourself from the stage.
I do what I want, dude.
I know you fucking do, Mr. Nationals better. All right. Anyways, we Steak, I know we're shooting the shit a lot. It's 10:59. I mean, this is summer, so I think at this point, guys, you're gonna have to get used to it. Hope you like it. Hope you're here for some of the banter. But if not, by the way, I saw something cool that I like that people do. I think Pete did this or someone. They were like, for podcasts, they do a mailbag. So it's like people send in the questions that they want you to answer. Kind of a good idea. Like, not that we necessarily need that many topics, because we usually just touch on like 2 or 3 things, but I wouldn't hate if like the chat started to pitch conversation topics during the
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. Honestly, that does sound like a good time.
Yeah, Lieutenant Goose. I don't mind the yap. Thank you. Appreciate that. I don't think anybody is watching for the winning plays anymore. Very, very true.
Boss, if you think the yap's bad, wait till you see the plays.
You guys need a PO box. Yeah, very funny. All right, let's get into it. So I know Justin Fields or somebody was just in here and says, DJ, you're not very focused. I do just want to remind you, I have had 2 winning days last week. Okay, Monday, yesterday was not off to a very good start. Let's change that. All right, let's change that. All right. Weird board yesterday. Let's talk about today.
Get into it. I'm gonna do something.
What are you gonna do?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. So I will say, Steak, great job with the Boston Red Sox. They're fucking firing on all cylinders right now. They're very fun. It was always the Red Sox after trading Rafi Devers. They're probably just going to continue to win. We've got a loaded slate today. We do have some nasty weather in the Northeast. I don't know that necessarily means games are going to get canceled or not. I don't know that there's rain. Don't do it, Steak. I know what you're doing. Oh, God. What are you doing?
Nothing. You don't have to worry about it. Nothing serious. Carry on. Phillies, Marlins.
Is it gambling related?
No, not at all.
Oh, you gifted Book of Chew a sub bay?
Yeah, you're bitching about ads. I'm always gonna gift Book of Chew a sub bang. There's nothing you could say. Save the speech because we got 58 minutes and we need to go through the board. I'm always gonna gift Book of Chew a sub bang, dude.
Okay, but I just want you to understand something. I'm not saying that he needs to pay for a sub. I'm not saying that. But Book of Chew has his own stream.
Yeah.
Steak. It has the most advertisements I have ever seen in my life. Have you ever tried to watch Book of Chew stream?
I have, and do you know what's kind of funny? I feel like all the advertisements are only things that he has for breakfast.
It is a lot of cheesecake and a lot of Dunkin' Donuts. Dude,
A lot.
you put Chew's stream on, you get 17 ads before you watch him. Then you watch him for about 30 seconds, and there's another 5 ads. Then you watch him for about 15 seconds. There's another 3. I don't know. I think he cracked some sort of code to like whatever the max limit on ads is. He's gotten more.
Yeah, it is the only stream I've ever seen that has a KFC and a Popeyes ad back to back. I've literally seen that on Chew stream before. KFC, Popeyes, fucking crazy.
I wonder what the ads I get are like things that are good for your gut, and like stretching bands,
Erectile dysfunction.
copper. No, but I get what? By the way, do you know what hymns are?
I know the brand hymns, but I think it's a lot of different things.
But isn't there that thing? Some people were telling me this, where it's like a wipe. You like wipe it on your thing. You ever heard about this?
My father-in-law's listening.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I thought hymns was for boner pills, yes, but I also thought it was for hair growth, like hair problems. I thought it was a lot of men stuff.
I got an ad for OnlyFans watching Book of Chew stream. That's very funny. True sea moss, like anyone actually eats that shit. Yeah. No? No? Why are people saying question mark? Is that not what hymns are? I thought that's what hymns were. Am I off?
I don't know anything about something you wipe. I definitely thought it had like a fucking thing you pop or fucking.
Oh, Roman wipes. It was some ad. It was some ad that I heard on a podcast. Anyway, I don't go to Hooters like that anymore. All right. Let's turn our attention.
Okay, we got to go.
Pick it, bro. We do have to go. Philadelphia Phillies are playing the Marlins. Steak. I liked Sandy Alcantara to pitch well yesterday. I lost my wager, obviously. The Phillies won. Phillies have been playing some pretty good ball. Let's see what we got today. We've got Jesus Luzardo and Cal Quantrill. You know everybody's going to be on the Phillies. I think people were on the Marlins. And hey, hand up. Not rubbing anybody's face and shit for that one. I lean the Marlins as well. I didn't want to fade the Phillies directly, so I tried to back fucking Sandy. I thought the first 5 under was probably a pretty good look. The full game stayed under 2. So my question to you, Steak, is how do you want to play this today? The total is 8.5.
How mad are you going to be when you see Cal Quantrill go 3 up, 3 down? Because you know that's happening, right? It's just happening. I'm sorry. I'm just wanting to know how mad you're going to be when it inevitably happens.
Should I just do it like small? Like
no,
$25.
If you do it, then it doesn't happen. No, I think you should do it, or I should do it. One of us should do it.
You should.
Okay. Cal Quantrill.
Wait, you probably can't do it. I'll do it for you.
Yeah. Ooh, don't say that, dude.
Oh yeah, you're muffs. I won't bet that for you.
Perfect. Yeah, I need it.
All right. Phillies are minus 185. I think that's a little trappy.
Are the Phillies getting going again? Because they haven't been very fucking good.
No, 6-4 in their last 10. Who'd they sweep? The Blue Jays?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, you got to be fucking kidding me.
No, the Phillies won 5 in a row. They might be back. They also fucking beat the Cubs before beating the Blue Jays. Phillies might be back, dude. They've won 4 out of those 5 games by more than 2 runs. I think it's a little trappy too. I think it's a little trappy. I kind of like the Marlins plus 1.5.
According to Baseball Savant, 103 plate appearances the Phillies have against Cal Quantrill, hitting him 274. Not bad. 24 plate appearances against Luzardo, 304. The Marlins are batting off him. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Wait, revenge game. Luzardo used to be on the Marlins.
Yeah, he did. And the Phillies have some success against Cal, but nothing crazy. Like Schwarber has 3 home runs, but he's also batting 176 against him. Trey Turner's doing the best, 444, 9 at bats with the homer and 4 RBIs. But Castellanos is 222 against him. Kepler is 182 against him. So like Cal Quantrell's had some success against these Phillies batters.
I think this is really good that Schwarber's hitting the piss out of Quantrill. Okay, Stowers' hard hit rate is the highest against the former Marlins pitcher. Okay, so it sounds like we don't really love anything in this game.
I lean Marlins, and I'll take that 3 up, 3 down bet.
Sounds fun. Okay. Oh Jesus. Wait, I don't want to see that. I'm just kidding. That was my picket calendar. No hiding from it. Let's go back to Pirates and Tigers. Tigers minus 180. What the fuck?
With Mize on the bump, that feels short too. But maybe this is
Mize gets no respect, dude.
Yeah, well, the Tigers don't either. But maybe this is their rut. They definitely got ass blasted by the Reds.
Think the Tigers come back down to earth?
No, that's not at all what I'm saying.
Okay. Dude, the Pirates played the Cubs really well. They lost every game by 1. Holy shit, dude. Is this the Pirates? 1, 2, 3, 4. The last 4 games they've lost by 1.
Yeah. Well, the Tigers have no experience against Bailey Falter except Javi Baez, who has 1 home run and 1 at bat. And doesn't look like Pittsburgh has a whole lot going on against Casey Mize, like 25 at bats, 1 RBI.
Yeah, I do agree with this. Mize gets no respect. Oh,
He doesn't.
Falter's been good. Falter's been good. He's 5-3 with a 3.3 ERA. Dude, Mize is 6-2 with a 2.90 ERA. Incredible.
The only thing I'll say is both of those lines seem a little short to me to start the day.
Yeah. Falter coming off of one of his better games. 5 hits, 1 earned run. Doesn't really strike out many people. So, okay, we can move on. What do you lean in this game?
Whoa. Nah, I really don't like it.
Yep. Let's keep moving. Rockies and Nationals. You doing it again?
You want to say fuck it and move on to the next game?
Yep.
Cool.
Here we go. Yankees and Angels. Who's ready for bombs away in the Bronx?
Wow. Zach Neto has 6 RBIs and 3 at-bats against Will Warren. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Dude, Will Warren just shoved, I think. Shoved against the Royals. 4 hits. 4 Ks, no earned runs. On the road in Kansas City.
I'll say this, man. The Yankees have about 100 at-bats, even though 50 of them is Paul Goldschmidt, but 100 at-bats against Kyle Hendricks. They don't have that much success.
No. You think the bullpens are taxed? So wait, I have a nerd question. Look at this Will Warren chart. Do you see this, Steak? 13 plate appearances, but the exit velo is high. The launch angle is high. The expected batting average is 355. That ex-WOBA is 551. I know it's only 13 plate appearances, but I think what it tells you is the Angels actually kind of do make good contact with Will Warren. Maybe their bats are due to go off today. Do you kind of see what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course I see what you're saying. But the Yankees bats have been fucking awful.
Angels are very good on the road. Dude, today's the day. For 3.5 PP, I saw Devon post, which is fucking awful not being in chorus. Yeah, is that really that weird? Kyle Hendricks with 3.5 earned runs. Everybody else is usually 2.5, but it's the Yankees and in the Bronx, short porch. Is it that weird? I just don't know that it is.
Zach Neto plus 130, 2 total bases. Oh, I didn't take any notes. I got to take my notes, dude.
No, there's nothing to take notes of at this so far. So, okay. I mean, let's just not even beat around the bush.
Yeah.
I laddered the over. It was 0-0 going into fucking extras. Today, it's going to soar.
Yeah, but are you going to take it again?
How about this? Can I
Should
take the
you
over?
take the under?
No.
Okay.
Can I take the over 9? Like just straight. Remember 3 bets over 9?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do that. It's going over today.
I'm going to put that in the notes then. Yanks over 9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next game.
Oh,
but Zach Neto 2+ bases.
Okay. I'll tell you an over that's going to be very, very popular today. And it always gives me the vibe of like the over game that should go over, but doesn't go over. Remember, we had a few of these when Morton pitched. Remember, we got involved again in Arizona and it stayed under.
Yeah.
That game for me tonight is Senzatella against Soroka. 9.5 total, Colorado and the Nats after yesterday was 6-4. I bet you that game sneaks under. All right.
Diamondback Blue Jays?
Yep.
Also, chat. I mean, seriously, and I'm not even trying to
back.
But if you're seriously listening to this and having this guy tell you he likes the over and you're not locking in the under at this point, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're in here already. You're listening to us talk. If he's going back to the over, you have to lock in the under. I'm just saying. At this point, you should be on full fade watch. Diamondbacks, Blue Jays. I hope you didn't hear that. Honestly, I don't care.
Are you doing that on purpose to try to did you want me to hear that? Did you think I was like,
no, I was going to say it right to your face as you were sitting right here. It's not me trying to talk shit behind your back. It's just the chat should be locking in the opposite of your plays. You would agree. Right?
Yeah, but is it too late?
But wouldn't that be wonderful if the chat starts losing all their money because you finally start hitting bets? Like, I would sacrifice them for you. Either way, win-win. And if not, chat keeps hitting.
You know what? Greg would never say that.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't.
Very nice of you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I just got unbelievably motivated to go 2-1 today.
Yeah, well, I can't wait for the next place. Blue Jays, Diamondbacks. What are your thoughts?
Yes, easy puck. I said the under, so that means you should take the over. But if it stays under, I'm going to tout it tomorrow for my credibility.
Also, if he doesn't bet it and he just says it, that doesn't count. It's the plays that he's taking.
Oh, I might take it.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, we'll get there. After the speech, 1,000% this total lands on 9 and neither of us win.
That's actually hilarious.
Benedict steak. Okay. Dude, here's my question about the Blue Jays. You know what goes up must come down, right?
Yeah.
Well, it kind of seems like the Diamondbacks are getting right a little bit. They won on a nice little win streak, won the series against San Diego, won the series against Seattle after getting their ass kicked to the Reds. Sorry. The Blue Jays have been like unbelievably hot. Unbelievably hot. Is it not saying the Blue Jays are a bad team? Not at all. I respect the shit out of the Blue Jays. I like this team this year, but is it back to reality a little bit for them? They just got swept, and you know what I've started to say, Steak. To one of my systems, a team that just got swept loses again. I kind of like the Diamondbacks today. Might be on my card.
Okay. It's enough to make the notes.
Bassett is going against Brandon Pfaadt, by the way.
In about 50 at-bats against Bassett for the Diamondbacks, there's only one guy who has a home run and an RBI. You want to guess who it is?
Ketel Marte.
No. Eugenio.
I love Eugenio.
So that's who I was thinking. Let's see what base is on.
Where the fuck is B. Kelly, by the way? Because we have been nails with our pronunciations. Eugenio.
Yeah, I know. Where has B. Kelly been?
I don't know.
He lost all his money tailing us?
I hope not. We never. Losing money is not fun or cool, okay? So, when we don't tell people to fucking tail us.
Plus 350 to homer. That's going to go on my card.
The Arizona Diamondbacks are on my card. Official play, chat.
Blue Jays.
So let me ask you this: are you going to take the opposite of my plays, or
I'm going to take the Blue Jays? But I'm not going to fade your over/under Angels. I put a unit on under 2.5 just to be a funny guy, and it hit. So I think I'm just going to keep that.
What were the odds?
Oh, Barger's plus 440. Fuck, I got to take him too. Damn, I do.
Puddin says Lourdes Guriel. I don't know if I pronounced
I
that
can't
one.
add another guy in this game. He's plus 600. I hope you hit. Can't add a third guy.
Wait, is he on the Diamondbacks?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
All right, next game.
Okay. Minnesota Twins and the Cincinnati Reds. I took the Twins over the weekend. I took them against Joe Ryan was pitching against I think it was Hunter Brown. They went into extras. They lost 3-2. That's when I laddered Byron Buxton and he went 0-4. Twins are short dogs on the road in Cincinnati. I personally think I'm good on the Twins. They're not in a good place right now. They're 2-8 in their last 10. Cincinnati's coming home. They're 7-3 in their last 10. They've been really good. Abbott's a short favorite. I like David Festa. I'm kind of a David Festa guy. Kind of. Keyword, kind of. So Festa's 1-1. Abbott's 6-1. I mean, Abbott's been awesome. Abbott could be one of those guys like we contrarian bettors could try to keep fading, and he just stays pitching well, you know? Also, the game might get some rain and might get called out. We don't have to spend too much time on it, but Steak, do you have any thoughts on it?
The Twins are fucking struggling. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yep.
And Reds, impressive ass fucking series win in Detroit, 11-1 and 8-4 in those last two. That's crazy. Kind of just want to press the Reds button, you know?
This is like the ultimate. Don't overthink it. This is the ultimate, right? Struggling Twins. Reds have been good, and the Reds have a good pitcher going. This is the don't overthink it play of the day, isn't it?
I kind of think so. No real familiarity.
Oh, look at this. I love a good comparison. Agree?
Oh, QE, Reds, POD.
You know,
And QE's 40 years of life. He's fucking learned a thing or two. That's all I'm going to say.
You know, the last time I tailed a QE POD,
Are
it
you
was like
doing
11-2, and it was
Yeah,
the
lost. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Reds. I don't know that I'm going to take them, but I like the Reds. So your POD is probably fucked, brother. But I wish you and I well. Okay, wish us all well. Let's keep moving. I think I think we're doing it okay today, right?
I think we're doing it pretty good. Yeah.
I think we're doing good. Yeah. Can vibes check? Chat, tempo check? I think we're doing good today. We had a lot of bullshit today. Oh shit.
I'm good.
Okay. Like that doesn't rattle you at all?
No.
Dude, because Fanta, like that was printing money for us last year. It's not working this year. So yeah, it doesn't get in my head either. All right.
You can't rattle me, dude. Not unless you're my father-in-law saying he listens to the show. But other than that, you can't rattle me.
Yeah, no, you can keep betting the Nationals 17 times. They'll lose every time and you're not rattled.
Can't rattle me.
Can't rattle you. So the Mets just got swept by the Rays. First team to sweep the Mets. No big deal. David Peterson is a lefty. Tempo good, vibes good, picks are shit. Fair.
That should be like our tagline.
This might be your favorite stream of all time. No way. Reds money line POD. Yep. Can't rattle you. Uh-oh. Fat girl sounds like he's challenged.
Yeah, that does sound like something Fat Girls would take as a yeah.
Betting
I don't
shit is
I don't want to play that game.
Stars, yeah. All right, well, you got the Braves going minus 130 against Grant Holmes. David Peterson. Still annoys me that it's a T. Braves are minus or a short favorite at home. Looks like Pickett Sharps are leaning Braves. Spencer Schwellenbach, 5.5 strikeouts. Peterson, 4.5 strikeouts. Let's take a look here. Steak. Peterson's 5-2, 2.4 ERA. Schwellenbach's 5-4 with a 3.11 ERA. You'd have to think you're probably leaning the under here. Total's 8.5. How are the Braves doing? How they been doing? They're 4-6 in the last 10. Not good. You are of the belief that the Braves aren't a good baseball team.
Yeah, but I'm of the belief they could play like this for the next 60 games and still find themselves favorites against a 45-27 Mets team with a very good pitcher on the mound. And there's just no fucking way I press the Braves here. 0% chance.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Thank you for the correction. Yeah. Schwellenbach is pitching. Whoops.
Yeah, Schwellenbach is pitching that matchup. Let's look how nothing to. Oh, wow. Braves have some familiarity with Peterson. Acuna, 18 at-bats, batting 278. Albies, 12 at-bats, batting 167. Michael Harris has 1 hit and 10 at-bats. Ozuna has 2 hits and 17 at-bats. I mean, on top of everything I just said, the only one with any success against Peterson is Matt Olson, who has 4 home runs against Peterson.
You want to take the Mets?
A little bit, but I kind of do, but I probably think the smart move is sitting this one out. You missed it, Snowman. It was really, really good.
I wish that was the case. I just can't say that because it's not the case. So that would just be lying.
More than likely, all summer we're losing units as a unit.
I want to be clear though. There was a time we were in our bag. There is a time that we will get back in our bag. This has just not been the time. It's been pretty bad. We're in a rut, but we're going to stay the course. Okay.
Matt Olson is 470 to homer. All 4 of his hits are home runs against Peterson.
What's making me look broken? Just get us to football season. We're trying, man. We're fucking trying. We're trying. This is what I tell people who are losing belief. I just want to remind you one more time. Last season, first half of the baseball season, down 27 units. Second half of the baseball season, up 40 units. You got to believe, but you got to bet responsibly, and you can bet like a bitch. Remember, we don't unit shame. You want to take a break? You want to take the summer off? Go right ahead.
Yeah.
We're going to keep trying. But I'm not going to be losing fucking. I can't lose 2.5 units every day. I just can't. I can't do that anymore. Okay. Stake. Next game. Rays -115 against Baltimore. They got a 4-game series with the Orioles. Drew and I had our Rays glaze yesterday. By the way, go to the YouTube page. Watch the Rays glaze. Tell me what you guys think. Shout out Peter for already watching and commenting. We said the Rays got to go 2-2 against the Orioles. It's unfortunate that we haven't played the Orioles all season when they've been shit. Now they're getting right. They're 11-4 in their last 15. That was a bad spot for the Rays yesterday, dude. No days off after a road trip in Boston and New York. Didn't skip a beat. 12 hits on Zach Eflin. That loud ball hasn't landed yet. No shit, dude. And the whole team is contributing. Pepe just had a season high 11 Ks. Everybody on the Rays had a hit except Caballero. So you got Littell going against Kramer. We thought Littell was going to be the game we won. Yesterday was going to be the game we lost. Could it be the opposite? What are your thoughts here? Total's 9.
I'm just doing quick math.
Okay.
Baltimore has about 100 at-bats against Littell.
You can go to Baseball Savant and it literally tells you the number. It's 99.
Wow, look at me with the quick math, though.
It's really good, actually. No, do it your way. That's a good brain exercise.
Colton Cowser's homered off him. Henderson's homered off him. Gunnar has success against Zach Littell. 467, 15 at-bats, 2 home runs. No one else really has anything that sticks out. And on the other side, you know who has the most success for the Rays? I'm sure you already do. Morel and Danny Jansen.
Morel had some good ABs last night.
Maybe
Danny Jansen's been awesome.
Maybe he's the guy.
Yeah. Let's see what Pickett says. Wow, a lot of bets and money on the under. I don't like that.
I don't either. I kind of like the over.
Gunnar and Adley home runs are the most popular.
Somebody said Ramon Laureano plus 400. Just letting you know, he's plus 470 on FanDuel if you care. I don't know where you live. If you live in Florida and Afghanistan, whatever, you can't bet FanDuel, but you know. Yes, I was about to go on another rant about Hard Rock, but I can tell you didn't want me to.
No, we've exhausted that. That's okay.
I'm still so mad.
I know. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to tell you that I like the Rays today, but I do think I like runs.
I think I like runs too. I'm writing that down.
I like sunflower seeds. They're low key sunflower seeds. Good on salads. You always got to have a nut in your salad. All sliced almonds, walnuts.
They're probably thinking of like baseball style sunflower seeds.
Oh, yeah, I like those too.
I don't really, but I agree with your thing about salads. Like I like nuts on salad, you know, like some almonds or something like that.
You just have to. People don't understand. I've perfected the salad. You got to have the right kind of cheese, goat cheese or feta cheese. Very simple. couple veggies in there, tomatoes, cucumbers, garbanzo beans. If you really want to get fucking crazy, then you got to have a nut. Walnuts. I've been crushing walnuts in mine. What are you laughing about?
I like walnuts. I prefer pecans or almonds, if I'm being honest.
I don't like pecans in anything but pie.
Interesting. They're good.
Yeah.
Probably significantly better than walnuts.
On their own or like in a salad?
In every way.
Interesting. No, I don't. I disagree with that.
Okay.
Banana peppers, low key. Yes. Butter pecan ice cream. Yes. No, it gives you protein. Yeah. Agreed. Beans and salad is crazy. Oh, did I say garbanzo bean? I think I meant chickpeas.
Well, aren't they the same thing? Garbanzo beans and chickpeas are the same fucking thing.
Chickpeas and garbanzo beans are interchangeable names that refer to the same variety of chickpea. Yeah, bad guy, go fuck yourself. It's the same shit. Wow, steak. See, that's the shit that Greg doesn't know when he says that he has the highest IQ among the three.
To be fair, he didn't say he had the highest IQ. He's not really that kind of guy. I would say something like that. The chat said he has the highest IQ, and it's definitely because of how he looks.
Yeah, he looks like a smart guy.
He looks studious.
Dude, Greg, you never met someone who is the smartest, dumbest guy you've ever met in your life. Anyways, let's get back to the board. I think our tempo and pace is pretty good. Does he like nut in his salad? Did I say that weird? I keep seeing people say pause. Nut. You have to have a nut in salads. How else are you supposed to say that?
I don't know, dude. It did. We could clip it, I guess.
No. That's
I already knew what I was saying by saying nuts in salad, but nuts in salad are actually so good that I was willing to say it and have everyone say pause and all that, just so everyone would know that I really do love pecans and almonds in my salad.
So I probably should have said nuts in salad, not a
Yeah,
nut.
I think it was nut in salad.
A nut. I meant like one type of nut, like a combination of nuts. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. Said mandatory to. No, I did not say that. That said you cannot fucking put quotes in something that I did not say. That's crazy. That is fucking crazy. That's that thunder.
The chat will mix around your words so much that you'll be like, yeah, I had some walnuts in my salad. And the chat will be like, bro, literally said jizz in salad.
I mean, dude, that Thunder Down 2 thing was like the Berenstein Bears. Like that was really fucking with me. Shout out BZ0824 sub bang 12 month. Happy anniversary. 1 year anniversary.
If there's proof that DGen really said that, somebody, I'm dead serious, go clip it and DM it to me on Twitter. I need actual proof that he said.
I didn't say that.
I don't think you did either, but I need the chat's acting like you did. Somebody clip it.
I want you to know something, St. Louis kid. I have to live with the fact that I went to the Rays Yankees game with POD Pete last year. Ryan Yarbrough threw a fucking gem, which I called. Every Ray got a hit at that game right in front of me, and I didn't have the parlay. I've been taking the parlay for years. And I went to the game in Yankee Stadium, and every Ray got a hit. So I've had to sleep with that, bro. I think I'll manage. Yeah.
Okay, we're skipping the White Sox because we just went on a rant about nut and salad. But the White Sox are going to win. I'm just letting you know.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. And then next, you want to do Royals, Rangers?
Yeah. Why is just make sure we go back to the Brewers and Cubs because that's higher up the chain on the picket calendar.
Okay, well, Royals, Rangers, there's zero pitching familiarity to talk about.
Okay. Who do we got? Who do we got on the bumps here? Oh, Bubich and Molly. Talk about an under.
Bubich and Molly going off. Holy shit.
Dude, I'll tell you exactly what this reminds me of. The Bubich and Molly game reminds me of that don't overthink it under stake. Do you remember when Quantitative had a POD that was the Rays under?
Two completely different pitchers. Lugo and Leiter is what it says for me.
Oh, dude, covers is fucked. Covers is fucked. Sorry.
Okay, no, it's okay. I'd rather be you this time. I did that like 4 times last year.
All right, but I'm going to be on the lookout for those don't overthink it unders. Lugo and Leiter. No familiarity. You're right. All right. So what do we talk about in this game? Nothing.
I mean, the Royals are real.
Yeah, Rangers are getting right, man.
Yeah, they just swept the White Sox. Fuck them. Before that, they dropped 16 runs on the Twins.
Marcus
Jack.
Semien Day. He was 1 for 5 in that game. No way, dude. The Rangers avoided the sleepy series. Wow, bro. They didn't slip up one time to the White Sox. They'd had a day off, and now they play the fucking reeling Royals. I'm sorry, but I would square up with the Rangers, man.
Yeah, I get why you're saying that, and I respect it. I don't like the Rangers, so I'm going to pass, but I see the reasoning for sure.
So do you co-sign this bet?
Yeah, is that going to be? Do you have 2 bets already or 1?
Already, I have 1. No, I have 2. I think this is my 3rd.
Okay.
I think I like the Rangers minus 130. The Diamondbacks and the over in the Yankees game.
Rangers.
Chat.
Is that official?
Is that a 2-1 card?
Okay, I'm not going to say anything about it. Whatever, you're going to post it, and then chat. I recommend what I recommend.
Rangers, D-backs, Yankees over. Is that a 2-1 card? Steak, I'm asking you a question. You can be honest with me. Your answer is no. I already see it in your eyes.
Oh, because I like the. Wait, did you say no? I like the Blue Jays.
And you don't like the Rangers, so that's a 1-2 card.
In my opinion, yeah, but it could be 0-3.
That's
damn.
funny.
Bad guy's gonna tail you. Bad guy, you are an idiot.
I would never say that to a bad guy.
Ugh.
But bad guy's actually a nice guy.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, damn, I like the Blue Jays, dude. Sorry.
Let's put it to a poll.
Nah.
No, hold on. My card record.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's a good poll.
3-0, 2-1, 1-2, 0-3. Chat, go vote on this, please. I need to see what you guys think.
Yes, this will be on my card. No, not the nerf fee. 3 up, 3 down for Cal Quantrill.
Everybody's voting 0-3. What the fuck?
But you guys need to put your money where your mouth is.
Dude, this is bullshit.
I need you guys to actually bet this.
Yeah, fucking parlay everything. Parlay the opposite sides. 7 people saying 0-3.
Nice.
8 people,
Okay,
9
okay.
people.
I got to get tempo and pace moving. Cubs Brewers. Got to happen.
Unfucking believable. One guy voted 3-0. It wasn't me. I voted 2-1.
It was bad guy, dude. It was obviously bad guy.
No, he's in fucking YouTube. He's not voting in a Twitch poll.
He said, I got your back, brother. He must have figured it out.
He's parlaying. He's parlaying everything. All
Yeah.
right. You know what? I'm going to do a giveaway. If I go 2-1 or better, I'm just donating all the money to my wife's charity.
I was like, what are you about to say?
I was like, I'll do something nice with the money, but I was like, nah, I can't. I could probably use that like $73. All right. Tempo and pace, you say? 2-1 is making a comeback. All right, let's talk Cubs Brewers. Cubs minus 150. Ben Brown going against Chad Patrick. Is that what you have? Game might get rained out. both pitchers are like guys that could probably have a good start at any given time. Brewers or Cubs haven't seen Chad Patrick. Brewers have 38 plate appearances against Ben Brown. They're not hitting him very well at all. 111. So what do you think, Steak?
Cubs, but if it's going to get rained out, I don't love much.
Okay. All right, let's keep moving. Red Sox, Seattle.
Yeah, not much for me to say. Red Sox money line.
Do you care if I join you?
Oh my God. I think it's important for me to say that if you join me on the Red Sox during a 6-game winning streak, I will fly to New York and I will break down your door with a baseball bat. And then the rest I can't say.
Father-in-law's watching. Your father-in-law's watching.
Exactly.
So I want you to understand, though, I took the Red Sox against the Yankees, and they won.
Were you quiet about it?
No, I actually even tweeted it. I like the over. It was Max Fried going against Bayo, and the over was 8.5. The total was 8.5. I was like, wow, this seems really high. I like the over or the Red Sox. I went with the Red Sox at plus 130 or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah. But I also took the Blue Jays, and they lost to the Phillies 11-4. Okay. We just shipped Devers, and now you're on them. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Giants just getting Rafi Devers against Cleveland. Why do I kind of want to fade the Rafi Devers stuff? And what I mean by that is bet on the Red Sox and fade the Giants. What do you think?
Bet on the Indians, you mean? Bet on the Guardians, you mean?
Yeah, bet on the Guardians.
I'm looking up some pitcher familiarity. Wow.
Slade Ciccone against Robbie Ray. Ray's been good.
They don't do Dick versus Ray either. Yastrzemski has a home run against Slade and 2 at-bats. Ain't nothing going on in pitcher familiarity.
Total 7.
So Devers is playing?
Devers.
I like saying Devers because the chat.
I do too, and I got fucking scolded for it. So
yeah, it's really
Ray on the mound is sketchy. I mean, I think San Francisco is going to be a really, really popular pick today. Pickett split showing 84% of the bets, 85% of the money. If you don't care about any of that, that's totally fine.
Dude, fuck it. Guards money line's going on.
Let's go. Can I expand my card to 5 plays?
You sure can. You can do whatever the fuck you want. No one can tell you what to do just because things are happening, you know?
I know, but I shouldn't. I'm telling myself what to do, and it's not going well. So I should probably take into consideration what other people are telling me to do.
It's factual that if you would have listened to the chat a long time ago, you would be down less money for sure. They win more bets than we do.
Yeah. So okay, let's finish up 2 more games. Well, really 1 more. I don't think we were going to do anything with the Dodgers, but JP Sears and who the fuck is this guy? Jordan Alexander?
Jason Alexander. He's pitched 6 innings and he has an 18 ERA.
Oh my God, the game was 3-1 yesterday.
Yeah, and it was a walk-off 2-run shot. It was 1-1. And the over-under for today is 10.5, but there is a guy with an 18 ERA on the mound.
Dude, I have a thought. I have a thought, man. You ready for this?
Sure.
I'm getting deep in my bag here.
Okay, Athletics have won 4 in a row, by the way. The Astros won 4 in a row before that loss to the Athletics last night.
I don't think you remember this, but on June 6th, the Baltimore Orioles were red hot and they were playing a game against the A's in Sacramento. And I said I like the Baltimore Orioles team total over because they are getting right. Now they get to play in a fucking Little League park, and I think their bats are going to go ballistic. They didn't go over their team total. They scored 4 runs. The following game, they won 7-4, okay? I also thought about that yesterday. The Astros were getting hot, kind of thought the Astros bats would explode. Hey, you're in a Little League park, whatever, have some fun. And I believe the Astros team's total was on Behind the Lines card. I don't know if it was I don't know if it was the squad ride. I think Jovan or someone liked it, and I agreed with the read 100%. Game early.
You like the over or
kind of like the over, but I kind of like the Astros bats today. Like today, they wake up.
Altuve has 22 at bats against JP Sears, 409 batting average, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. Would you be cool with me dabbling in Altuve?
Yeah, I like the Astros bats. Yeah. Yep. It was on Javon's card. There you go. Yeah. And again, I'm just repeating. I like that play. It kind of, but now that I've had 2 sample sizes of teams that are getting hot, going to Sacramento, game 1, their bats are not exploding. The Orioles scored 4 runs and lost, and the Astros scored 1 run and lost. The second game is when you attack, I think.
Okay, I have my play. Altuve, 3+ bases, plus 180.
Tailing.
And you like over 10.5.
I like the Astros bat, so I kind of like the Astros team total today.
Okay.
That's what I like.
And what would that team total be? 5.5?
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Okay. I think that's pretty good. We got enough notes that I can turn out for the people.
Nothing in the Dodgers game for me. Do you like anything, Steak?
Nah.
Okay. All right, let's do a quick recap and then we'll shut it down.
Sure.
It's the Cats tonight, by the way. Are you taking the Oilers?
No.
Good. Cats in 6. Phillies Marlins, you're going to go back to Cal Quantrell 3 up, 3 down because I took Sandy and it lost in the second.
Yep. Just remember, you have to not place the bet for me.
I'm not.
Okay.
I will Not.
Okay.
Casey Mize, I think that's a short line. You agree, but we're not going to get involved, are we?
Correct.
Nationals, Rockies. If you're betting the fucking Nationals at this point, go see a doctor. I think this is a game that you want everybody think goes over, but it stays under. You?
Nothing. Fuck you.
Okay. Yankees, Angels, day after my ladder means it'll probably be 14 runs today. What do you think?
But aren't you taking the over?
I'm taking the over. Yeah, taking the over.
Okay. That Zach Neto 2+ bases.
Okay. Diamondbacks, put it on my card.
Blue Jays, put it on my card. Addison Barger and Eugenio Suarez home runs.
Like Eugenio. Reds, -110, -115. Doesn't matter. I like the Reds.
Yep.
Okay. Braves, Mets. You like the Mets?
I just don't want to bet the Braves. That's all I know.
Sure. Like the over in Tampa tonight. Not going to play it, though. What about you?
Yep, I'm with that. Christopher Morel's speaking to me a little bit.
Okay. We both lean Cubs, and you say the White Sox are going to win.
Yep.
We both like the Rangers, or do I just like the Rangers?
You just like the Rangers.
I like the Rangers. I think that's the team that's getting right that I'm just going to ride. Teams get hot, teams get cold. I'm going to try to ride it and time it, and there's a lot of time left in the season to figure it out. Red Sox money line for you. You're going to keep riding it.
Fuck yeah.
Good for you. Good for you. We like the Guardians.
Yep.
I think the Guardians win a low-scoring game. I like the Houston Astros team total over.
Okay, Altuve 3+ bases +180.
Yep. And then Dodgers, nothing. All right, Steak. Missed you. Great to be back. Tomorrow, no stream. I'm driving up to Toronto. Steak, you'll be missed, but we are going to aim to do a Pickett happy hour tomorrow. 4:30, 5 o'clock, correct?
Yep, that's my last stream till Monday, chat. Sorry.
Yeah, last stream till Monday. So we need everybody on deck. I'll share the link to the Pickett YouTube channel so you can go subscribe, and we'll see you there. Steak, have a great day. I'll chat with you later, brother. Bye. Good stream today, guys. Great stream. Thanks for hanging out as always. I'm also driving to Toronto tomorrow. Fucking let's go. Is it tomorrow Wednesday? Thought you were driving Thursday. No, I'm going to go. I'm going to get in early because the fucking game for Toronto is 3 o'clock. I'll give them to you. Like a lot of what you're saying, but I just know it won't end well. I know, man. I know. I like some late night plays too, but I think what I'm going to do is probably wait. I'm probably going to wait. And by the way, chat, before you leave, here is the, that's not what I want. YouTube.com/@Pickett Sports. Please do me a favor. Go to Pickett YouTube page, subscribe, and you'll get notified when we go live tomorrow for happy hour, right? 4:30 or 5, depending on how the traffic is. Good for BK to get a week off after betting Roy to win these U.S. Open. Dude, bad guy. I love your vibes, man. I love your vibes. Good vibes. But anybody else who does not believe in me today and is fading, I totally get it. There is zero beef, zero hard feelings. Soft on what? Soft on what? I'm going to fucking Toronto. I might stop in Buffalo and have some wings. Oh, real quick, chat. Best wing spot in Buffalo. Go. Hurry. Best wing spot in Buffalo. Hurry. Gabriel's Gate. Wing Nuts. Not Anchor Bar. Bar Bill. Wing Nuts. Not Anchor Bar. Yep, I've already been. Not the best. Buffalo Wings review in Buffalo. Correct. Chewy told me Hooters. Very funny. All right, Wing Nuts. You know what? I got to rate this. I think those are the 3 I'm going to try if I go. All right. Buffalo Wings. Gabriel's Gate. Bar Bill. What was the other one? Wing Nuts. All right. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Fun stream. Good stream. I feel good about the board. All right. Listen, in all seriousness, I'm getting my ass kicked. I'm still betting within my means. I'm betting as responsibly as I can. I feel like my time is coming. I feel like I'm getting right. I actually like these plays. I'm not trying to lose on purpose. Okay. I know people believe that. I don't work for the book, so you can't use that one on me, you motherfuckers. I'm just in a very, very, very bad rut, and I'm just not a very good sports bettor anymore. But what goes up must come down. What goes down must come up. All right. Law of Pythagorean's theorem. I'm just kidding. It's not Pythagorean's theorem, but you know what I mean. Newton's law. It's not that either. So I'm going to scale back. I'm going half a unit on every play. The last time I did this, typically when I do this, when I start betting half a unit, that's when I start to win. When I go into a unit or over, that's when I start to lose for whatever fucking reason. You better string from the wing places. Oh yeah, dude. We'll come on, baby. Content's the name of the game. It's a content fucking world out there. Let's go. Thank you. Half unit Joe. Yep. Can you bet Bob shutouts so the others have a chance? Oh, in all seriousness, I think it's Cats tonight. I think it's Cats in 6. You really want to get on a plane and go back to fucking Edmonton? 9-hour flight? Ooh, 18 hours. Because then you got to go to Edmonton. You got to come back to Florida. Fuck that. Cats are coming out. Cats are going to win. Do they come out slow and sleepy? Maybe. You know what I like? I like the first period over. That's what I like. First period over. If I had to make a bet. So you finally get your under game because I just jinxed the fuck out of it. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Good luck on all your bets. Thank you as always for hanging out. You guys are awesome. We will check you. When will we check you? Tomorrow at happy hour. Tomorrow picky happy hour. Tomorrow pick it happy hour, guys. All right. I was gonna see. Nope, nobody to raid today. Okay, check you later. Peace.